All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. We got super exciting news today. We have a new videographer, Cameron.
Yo!
And Emily in the back.
Hello.
She's about to go to the gym. But we're gonna hit some arms and delts today. Super excited to see the content we're gonna get today. I've been like waiting for this day for a hot minute, so glad I can bring this content to you guys. We have our pre-workout here. It's pretty straightforward. I've only been taking two things, creatine and then EVP Extreme. I like this mocha flavor, super good. I just do 2 scoops of this to get me hyped. I think it's like 400 milligrams of caffeine in 2 scoops. So it's a lot, but definitely gets me going here.
How many milligrams?
I think it's 400 milligrams, bro. Let's check.
God damn. It's kind of a lot, isn't it?
It's a lot.
Yeah, 400 milligrams. So we're gonna be. All right. And then just 1 scoop of creatine. I think there's 5 grams in each scoop of this Jack Factory stuff.
Nice.
What?
What are you hitting today?
Hitting some arms and delts. I'm super excited, guys. We're getting leaner by the day, literally. So, Coach added in some pre-workout cardio. Fasted cardio in the morning. He added in some post-workout cardio, and just a lot of steps. We're doing a lot of exercise. We're burning a lot of calories. So, I'm really excited to see how this kind of changes my look over the next few weeks. You can ask Emily, it's been like night and day difference the last week. Like I wake up every day, my waist is smaller, so super excited. But we're 11 weeks. 12 weeks?
11 this weekend.
11 weeks out this weekend from my first show in Orlando. The second show, I'm going to keep that one a secret for right now. We're not going to tell anybody what I'm doing for my second show. But the third one is going to be USA's. I don't think I've actually announced these on my YouTube. So now that we're kind of out here, so May 20th is my guest posing. So next month we have July 1st in Orlando is my first actual show. It's not a guest posing. It's like where I'm actually competing. Then I have another show. And then the last show is going to be July 29th, I think. Isn't it July 29th?
Yeah,
July 29th in Vegas. So we get to go to Vegas. We're actually making a trip out of it. We're taking like a 3-week trip. I'm not going to tell you guys where because that's going to spoil it. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I know you guys probably already know what I'm talking about, but whatever. All right. So as you guys know, the charge came out like yesterday. So like a month ago, I hired Nick Gloff. He basically specializes. Well, he's a coach. He does nutrition training, show prep, all that stuff. I'm still working with Cameron Cheek for my nutrition, my supplementation, my cardio regimen, all that stuff, exercise, everything except for training in the gym. So I hired Nick Gloff for some training. He is absolutely insane, guys. Like my body has morphed. The volume is perfect, and that's the thing I struggled with is trying to find the correct volume for what phase I was in prep. And having somebody to just kind of do that for you that actually knows their stuff is so important. I'm not trying to plug him in here, but he has literally changed my life this last month. So if you guys want better training, go hit up Nick Gloff. If you guys want the best nutrition in the game, go hit up Cameron Cheek. Obviously I do coaching too, but I'm not going to sit here and say that I created my physique off my coaching. So it's like, I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you guys. I'm going to tell you guys the truth. So if you guys want the best of the best, go hit up Nick for some training. It's like literally changed everything. Like I said, the volume's perfect. I'm recovering perfectly. Obviously, I'll walk you guys through the supplementation I take at some point to help recovery and stuff like that. But right now we have some arms and delts to hit, and I'm super excited to take you guys through this workout because this is my favorite day of the split so far. It's a 10-day split, so we'll have like 3 days on, 1 day off, 2 days on, 1 day off, 2 days on, 1 day off, and then repeat. So it's a 10-day split, and let's hit it. Hello, somebody let me in. I'm just like begging. Bro, we're really our savior. No, there's only one savior, I'm sorry. Thank you so much. So this is like probably the worst day to show you guys because we don't have any warm-up movements. We literally just jump into these. We have like 1 warm-up set, but usually that's probably my girlfriend just slamming weight around. She's a badass. But usually we spend like 30 minutes warming up, but that's just not what we're gonna do today. So we're just gonna jump straight into it. We're gonna start with some like elevated cable curls. So I'll show you guys what that looks like. I've actually been vlogging everything. So this is like not a very official logbook. I'm waiting until Josh Bridgman drops his. I'm definitely gonna snag a couple, but we have everything in here since I started working with Nick. Just all my lifts, everything. That way I can just constantly be improving, and we're not gonna focus on the mirror as much this prep and like what I see visually, because if you've done a prep, you know it's not necessarily the best way to gauge progress. So we're just gonna go off these numbers in the gym, and then we're gonna go off actual data points, during my check-ins, like measurements, weight, stuff like that, instead of just going off of sheer looks all the time, because it's just not the best way to go through prep. So we have arms. Wow, I really just fucked that up. Sweet.
There you go.
That'll be cool.
Sure, good enough.
All right, let's just jump into it. Bro, that is actually dog shit. No, it's dog food. I thought there was dog shit in the middle of the gym. Do you know whose dog food this is? Oh, I was like, I thought it was a bag of poop. Crazy stuff at MI40, man. It's never a dull moment here. No, but for real, we're gonna raise this up and we're gonna start doing these. I'm gonna show what these look like. I start talking, I get so excited when I get in the gym. All right, guys, so I'm gonna get a couple warm-up sets here, just because I don't like to jump, especially biceps. I don't like to jump straight into biceps without warming up. We don't really have anything, like any movements to necessarily warm up with. I usually use like a band or like a bar, but I actually warmed up this morning and I stretched this morning, so I'm not super worried about it. I feel pretty loosened up, but I'm gonna still do a couple warm-up sets here. Super lightweight. I'm gonna lean this way, right? So I don't wanna be straight up. I wanna lean into the weight like this, or I guess away from the weight. Elbow's gonna be high, and I'm gonna internally rotate my elbow. And I'm gonna drive straight towards my head here, keeping that elbow high. I want a total stretch on my bicep here. So let that weight come all the way down, stretch that arm. Contract through the pinky, act like you're trying to push your pinky to your ear. But these will blow your arms up, bro. Like, I've seen a lot of bicep growth from these. I gotta warm up my left side a little bit more, just because I tore my brachialis on this side. You can kind of see it, like right here. Yeah, I can put my finger under my bicep, like check this out.
Oh, dude, don't do that.
But no, I just got to be more careful with my left side. I also tore this pec, so this whole side is just kind of fragile, but we work with it, we work around it. And that's why, another reason why Nick's so amazing is because he literally created my whole workout plan around my injuries and around my weak points and strong points, so it's pretty cool. I'm gonna move this up, pretty good amount. We're really gonna try to push some weight today. Full transparency, as drugs go up, we're gonna push harder. We just really wanna get the most we can out of this prep, so yeah, let's go ahead and hit it. Perfect. Bro, my strength is going crazy right now, bro. I did that for like 8 reps. I think I just did it for what, 10 to 12? Easy. And I had more in the tank.
You saw what happened with your...
Yeah, that's right. Now would you shut the hell up?
It's a balloon, bro.
Yes.
Perfect. So we got 2 sets of these, and then that kind of kicks off our arm day. Let's see what we have. Show you guys what his plan looks like.
Read that, bud.
Yeah, one sec. We'll see. There's no way.
There's no way. We can read a little bit.
Yeah, so this is like, this is like week per week. This is all the shit he's written. Everything changes weekly. No, like it's nuts, bro. Like it's actually like next level training. Like I'm really, really happy, and I do not mind paying $300 a month for it, honestly. Today we have overhead cable curl, single arm, 2 sets, 10 to 12 reps. We have one more set here. Then we're gonna go to single arm incline cable curl hammer grip. I honestly just set the seat up, you'll see in a minute, and then I just curl against the seat like this, but I'll show you guys all this in a minute. It's just all arm movements and then some delt movements at the end. So we're gonna get a nasty pump today, and we're just gonna rapid fire this. So we're just gonna jump into this now that we're warmed up. 2 sets, 10 to 12 reps. I'm gonna move this up a little bit and try to push the weight a little bit. I always start with the arm I finished on, just because I finish on my weaker side, and my right arm's actually smaller than my left arm. I like to end with the right arm and then start with the right arm. That way I'm hitting it with less break, with less rest time, if that makes any sense. One more. That was good. What was that, like 8, 7 or 8? That was good. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Sweet. That's my bigger arm, so I don't like to push as much on this side. I like to keep them even. The whole goal is to bring this one up about a 1/4 inch. It's about a 1/4 inch smaller than this one. You'll see when I pose. It's pretty unnoticeable to the eye, but you know, we're obviously chasing perfection here, so. I like to try to keep the volume as close to what he has written for me as possible. I actually reached out to him and I'm like, hey bro, do you want me like warming up every single exercise? He's like, if you need it, obviously I'm not gonna tell you not to, because he doesn't want me to hurt myself, but you just gotta kind of read your body and know when you need to warm up or not. Obviously I've had a lot of injuries in the past, so I know when my body's kind of telling me to warm up and when it isn't, so I feel comfortable right now jumping straight into a working set. So I believe we have 2 working sets here. I'm gonna double check in a second, but I'm gonna kind of do like just 2 to 3 reps to make sure it feels good real fast. That feels so good today, bro. I can tell the pump today is gonna be dumb. It's gonna be dumb pump. All right. Yes, we have 2 sets here. Sometimes I like to put my arm under here to kind of like, it's like a preacher, like a built-in preacher curl. Just to kind of like, you know, let my arm stretch a little bit at the bottom. 6, 7. Come on, 2 more. 9. 9. Notice real fast how my shoulder is always forward, okay, as much as possible. And I'm kind of like stretching my lat here. That's gonna give me the most range of motion in my bicep. It's gonna give me a great contraction and a great stretch. If my shoulder's back here, I'm not gonna be able to contract it as much, right? So I wanna scoot it forward and make sure your shoulder's rolled forward. And we're gonna do this in the preacher curl too. We're gonna do this on every single bicep movement. Because if your shoulder's back, you're not gonna be able to get that peak contraction. So just keep that in mind. We're gonna drop the weight 10, 15% to make sure we can at least get 10 reps this next set. So I'm gonna drop this from 30 just to 25. And it's gonna be a struggle to get 10 now, because I can already tell I'm gonna be pretty weak after that last set. So we're gonna push this. 6, 8.
Mercy.
And what if you were
There we go. We're gonna try to get 12.
What's wrong? Is this
One more. Holy shit. That one was rough, bro. Machine preacher curl, baby. It's time to get pumped. By the way, I have some electrolytes in here. I don't think I showed them at the beginning of the video, but we'll show you at some other point. Maybe next video we'll show you guys what I'm drinking, but this stuff makes a huge, I'll link it below. I'm not sponsored or anything. I found some discount code online, so I'll put that in there as well. I'm a bargain shopper, bro. I'm a penny pincher, so I find literally, I'm a coupon king. So there's just a fuck ton of electrolytes in here, and it just helps me get a better pump, keeps me from getting cramps, and obviously I'm doing a lot of exercise, like cardio related stuff right now, and it just helps a lot. So make sure you're getting your electrolytes. Push yourself away from the bench while you're doing this. So like I said earlier, keep that shoulder rolled forward, but push yourself away, okay? So what I mean by that is you can face away, don't face away. Like I'll see some people get into it like this, and then they'll like churn their body. I'm like, bro, that's gonna give you fucking spine problems. Like literally just like sit on the seat, twist like 15 degrees away. That way you can like externally rotate your elbow a little bit. You're gonna wanna drop the seat because you basically want to be leaning over, but you wanna push your body away. Act like everything from your shoulder down is attached to this mat, okay? And you're pushing your body away. You'll feel when you do that, your biceps stretch down here, which is kind of a scary feeling, but like at the same time, it's like that's how you're gonna blow up your biceps. You gotta stretch it at the bottom position. This is why form's so important. You don't wanna hurt yourself, so try this. Try keeping that elbow, everywhere from the elbow to the shoulder flat on this mat, okay? Imagine keeping that flat on the mat right here. The only thing that should be moving is the elbow to right here. You're gonna push yourself away, chest high, okay? And you're gonna pull straight up. Wow, that's heavy today. That's really fucking heavy today. Wow, wow. See, I'm pushing myself away. I'm not like this. I'm back here. I'm driving through the pinky. I'm acting like when I pull this up, I'm trying to push out and around. And then as I come down, I'm pushing myself away, allowing this to stretch. Be surprised if you can't do as much as you think you normally can do on this when you try it this way, because keeping that shoulder forward and everything flat against this mat as much as possible is really gonna change your strength, because you're usually using a lot of momentum like this and you don't even realize it. You're using a lot of core strength. When you isolate your arm like this, you're gonna be a lot weaker. It's just how it is, but you're gonna blow up your biceps.
You had a choice. Why did you choose me?
even if it meant forsaking her,
Yes, and she'd be here now.
even if it meant hurting her,
If it had to be done,
even if it meant killing her?
whatever it takes.
Yeah, we got two. We got 2 sets. He's changing my plan every week. That's the other thing, is when you're on prep, I've found it very, very beneficial to not memorize your plans, if that makes any sense. Because if you're on prep and you have a good coach and you're doing things like you should be, the variables are always gonna be changing. Like, you gotta have them under control, but they're always gonna change, because that's the whole point of prep, is you wanna change. So when things are changing, your plan gets changed. So when you're following the same plan every day, it can get changed out of nowhere. So don't follow the same plan. Like, don't memorize your plan. Just follow what's written for you, and then just look at it as if you've never seen it every single day. Like your diet, your training, these things should all be changing as you progress through prep or through an off season. So get used to just reading it like you're reading a book for the first time. Just like, all right, meal 1's this, meal 2's this, meal 3's this, exercise 1 is this, exercise 2 is this. And don't get so caught up in, oh, like, this is what I'm doing today. Like, I already saw it yesterday. Like, I don't need to see my plan again, because your coach could change something and forget to tell you. So just a little tip, just because it's happened to me before. Don't memorize stuff, just follow it day by day, and then you'll never mess up that way. Fuck it, let's do it real fast before I lose my pump. Is it good, like right here?
Damn, son.
Choice? Why did you choose me?
Even if it meant forsaking your army.
Yes, and she'd be here now.
Even if it meant hurting her.
If it had to be done.
Even if it meant killing her.
Whatever it takes.
They're slowly starting to come in.
Can I get a pump check on all 5? Pump check on all 5, please.
I think arms is just about hitting different angles, really, because like, dude, you can hit biceps like this, you can hit biceps like this, you can hit biceps like a drag curl, you can do biceps like this, you can sit down and do biceps, you can do biceps all different ways. It just works different parts of your biceps. So it's like, just hit it from all different angles, 1 to 2 sets per exercise. Maybe split it up like 2 times a week or 2 times during your split. That way you're not like murdering your arms one day. I'm gonna drop the weight 10, 15% again.
Is to take them from me. You'll get no mercy.
And what if your decision ends up being the wrong one in the end?
That won't happen. Because I'm not wrong. What's wrong is this messed up world.
That was a good one. I felt that crazy contraction on those last few. Whew. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. All we're gonna do is just like pushing straight out. But I step across, so I'm at kind of an angle, and I'm pushing out against the weight instead of like in like this. I'm gonna make sure the cam is like right behind my head. Keep my elbow high. And then I kind of almost like to keep this elbow in by holding this and then just push straight out. It's all tricep, it's insane. Let the elbow rise a little bit as you come back to get that nice stretch in the tricep. And then drop the elbow as you contract. These start to burn really fast. Dude, those catch up fast, bro. Those hurt so bad. There we go. One more.
I just literally write doctor's best with 1 foot. That's it.
All right, ready? Let's do it. We're gonna do some tricep bias presses. So let's do it. To stop when I feel my chest starting to take over, obviously, because it's not chest day, it's arm day. But I usually have like 12 to 15 reps, and then I really start to feel my chest start to take over. Obviously, you're gonna get chest worked out indirectly with this. You just can't get around that. It's a fucking press. But yeah, as soon as you start to feel your chest, I would just say stop and just drop the weight, or just take some rest time, go back to it. I know we have 2 sets here, 10 to 15 reps, so we're gonna do 1 more set. I'm gonna actually go up a little bit, like 25 on each side, just to kind of keep it up here and just get some better contraction at the top of the movement. So 11 weeks. 11 weeks, let's get it. Those are good. That's kind of just to finish off the triceps. That feels really good. Whew. Get a little chest pump too with it. All right, if I remember right, we get to move on to delts now, which is my favorite part of this day. So the goal this off season was two things. It was to create a bigger V-taper, so widen the shoulders, widen the lats from the front and from the back, and that we did both of those. So we put about ½ an inch on each one of my shoulders, and we put about 4 inches on my back and chest measurement. So pretty successful off season. 7, 8, 9. This is like the one movement I would have you do if like you wanted to blow up your lateral delts, you're having a hard time. If you don't know what the lateral delt is, it's just the part you see from the front that makes you look wide. It's the side of your delt, medial delt. Try these out, guys. It's like you won't regret it. This is gonna blow your shit up like hard. These are rapid fire though, so I'm literally just gonna take like 20-second break. These suck. I'll be so pumped after this though. It gets crazy. Saucy real quick. Come on. 7, 8, 9. Let's get 12. Come on. Maybe I should do crunches. Yeah, guys, so these are like rapid fire. So I'm literally taking like 20 to 30-second break between these. And that's kind of why these work so well, is because it's just like, there's no rest time, barely any rest time. So I'm just dropping the weight like 10%, 15% each time so I can barely get the same reps each time. So we're gonna drop it from 20 to, we'll probably keep it at 20 and aim for 10 reps because I just got 12. So we're gonna try to hit 10 reps at 20. And we'll do it because when the video's on, you have that little extra motivation, you know? Everybody's watching, all 1,500 people. That reminds me, if you guys aren't already subscribed, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You're watching my video, so you might as well subscribe. I love you guys. But seriously, like, I'm investing a lot into this content, a lot into this channel. For you guys and for me, I want to be able to look back and be proud of myself. I know this is the prep that I've been waiting for my whole life, so really excited to bring you guys along. And it would mean a lot to me, honestly, if you guys subscribe and like the video, share it with your friends who might need some motivation or insight into bodybuilding or prep. And let's get back to the workout. That's so funny. 7, 8. One more. Fuck. Thank God those are over. This is a movement that I've struggled with my whole life, and I'm still kind of learning. I'm getting better every session, but we all have, you know, our lacking body parts. Rear delts are my lacking body part. Like you can see, I just really want to bring them up. Like imagine slapping like 1/4 to ½ an inch back there on those babies. Like imagine that. Just imagine. We'll probably look back at this prep, next prep, and we'll stitch this in. So you might see, I'm getting better at them, but I do like lose my muscle connection in the middle of this, but I just tell myself to stay in the same position because the last thing you want to do is injure yourself or something like that. So if like you do feel like you have a lacking body part that you don't have the best mind muscle connection with, just stay in the position. If you know you're in the right position and it doesn't feel right, that's just because you don't have the mind muscle connection. It's not because you're doing it wrong. So I encourage you to just stay in that position and just fight through it and just try to gain that mind muscle connection and just keep it moving. Maybe have somebody like Cameron's here, you can tell me if I'm like uneven or something. That really helps, but it did? Yeah, because in my head, bro, I felt like my left side was like this. So that's what I'm saying, bro, is it's like, have somebody just to kind of like reassure you, because, you know, if you lift any weights and you've lifted weights for any amount of time and you actually care about your aesthetics, you're always wondering if you're like off or if one side's up or one side's down or if it's even. So just make sure that you are, you have somebody who's gonna look after you and like just stay in that position and fight through it and build that mind muscle connection, because the only way to build it is to just kind of fight through it and just build it. So we have one more set here. I'm gonna go up one little stack on this and try to get around 10 reps, because that felt pretty good. And now that he reassured me that my shoulders were even, I feel comfortable going up in weight. This is the queen. This is the queen at rear delts. Yeah, her rear delts are huge. Whoa. Yeah, those are rough. Yeah, it feels good. I think I'm just flat right now, like in terms of like, I'm not getting a crazy pump, so it's just harder for me to feel it. These are supposed to be before the last 2 exercises, but somebody was using it, so we just decided to come back to these last. But we're gonna rapid fire these. The rest times with these last 3 exercises are pretty short. We just wanna get some blood in the shoulders. And we're looking pretty fucking vascular today, if I might say so myself. Holy cow. Of course this music pops on right when this happens, that's sick. Bro, whatever. Well, I'm flat, but I'm veiny, so I'll take it. That's it. It's a wrap. Do some posing.
Some posing.
All right, guys. Hope you liked what you just saw. Thanks for tuning in. Guys, this is just the beginning. We have just scratched the surface of what's to happen the next 3 months, 4 months of prep. If you guys want to follow me along this prep, I would love that. Subscribe, comment, like, help the algorithm, and I'll see you guys in the next video.